Hey guys, a warm welcome to our channel. Today, I'm going to talk about the Razer Tartarus V2 gaming keypad, a one-handed powerhouse that has made a huge difference in my gaming and productivity setup. If you're someone who is into serious gaming, or even if you do a lot of editing, macros, or programming, you'll want to hear this. And if you decide you want to grab one for yourself, click the link below for the best price. So let's jump into it. I've been using the Razer Tartarus V2 for a few weeks now, and I can honestly say it's not just a flashy gadget. It's functional, comfortable, and surprisingly addictive once you get the hang of it. First of all, the Mecha membrane keys are one of the best features. They have that satisfying click and tactile feedback you'd expect from mechanical switches, but they're also soft and cushioned like membrane keys. It's a perfect balance that makes long sessions easier on the fingers without sacrificing speed or accuracy. Now, the biggest highlight here is the 32 programmable keys. I use them for everything. In games, I've set custom profiles for each title I play, from Valorant to World of Warcraft, and switching between them is seamless. I no longer fumble with complex key combinations or macros. I just hit a single button. And if you're someone who streams, edits videos, or uses programs like Photoshop or Premiere Pro, you can bind all your tools, shortcuts, and functions to the keypad, which saves a ridiculous amount of time. It's like turning your left hand into a command center. Another thing I love is the customizable Chroma RGB lighting. Now, I know some people think RGB is just for looks, but for me, it actually helps functionally. I've color-coded different profiles, so when I switch from a shooter to an RPG or to a creative program, the keypad changes color. I instantly know which setup I'm on. Plus, it just looks amazing on the desk. The glow is clean, vivid, and customizable down to every key through the Razer Synapse software. Speaking of Synapse, setting up the Tartarus V2 was surprisingly easy. The software walks you through key mapping, macros, and lighting. And you don't need to be a tech genius to use it. I was able to create a custom layout for editing, with timeline scrubbing, blade tool, copy-paste, export functions, all mapped to single buttons within a few minutes. That's something I didn't realize I needed until I started using this. One more unique thing is the scroll wheel and the D-pad on the side. The scroll wheel works like a mouse wheel, and you can map it to zoom in and out, switch weapons, or scroll through menus. The 8-way directional thumbpad is surprisingly responsive, and you can map it to movement or camera angles, whatever you like. It's especially helpful in games that require quick switching and directional input. Comfort-wise, the design is very ergonomic. Your hand rests naturally on the keypad, and the adjustable palm rest gives it that custom fit feeling. I've used it for several hours straight, and there's no hand fatigue at all. It really feels like it was built for marathon gaming sessions or long editing nights. Another small but powerful feature is Snap Tap. Basically, this lets you register a key press the moment you tap it, rather than waiting for a full press. It's ideal for gamers who need fast reflexes, like in FPS games. That slight edge actually does make a difference. If I had to mention one thing to improve, it would be the learning curve. At first, I had to retrain my hand to use this layout, especially since it's different from a traditional keyboard. But once your muscle memory kicks in, it becomes second nature. In fact, now when I go back to a normal keyboard for certain tasks, I miss the flexibility and speed of the Tartarus. So, overall, the Razer Tartarus V2 has been a game changer literally. Whether you're a hardcore gamer, a streamer, or someone who wants to speed up their creative workflow, this thing offers insane value. It's fast, responsive, customizable, and looks awesome on your desk. I didn't expect it to be this useful outside of gaming, but now I'm using it daily even for work stuff. If you're on the fence, I'd say give it a try. Once you use it for a few days, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the link below for the best price if you're thinking about picking one up. Drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how others are using it. See you in the next video.